Year 3 and welcome to my kitchen. I'm absolutely delighted to be teaching you in Year 4 next year. I'm thrilled to be your teacher in September and I can't wait for us to continue our learning journey together. I'm really delighted because we know a little bit about each other already. Remember our amazing Stone Age artwork that we did earlier in the year and the fantastic opportunity we had to perform the song that you guys wrote at the county showground. So our year is going to be full of music and laughter and lots of fun and lots of learning too. You know a little bit about me already, but I'm going to give you a few more facts that you might find interesting. One is that I'm a little bit obsessed with board games, and this one here might have a little clue about what our first history topic might be. Some of you might know, but I'm a little bit obsessed with Costa Coffee. Shh. So if you see me sneaking to the drive-thru in the morning, you now know why. I also own a wonderful motorhome called Luna. Here she is. And we often go on lots of weekend adventures together. So if you hear me talking about Luna, that's her. And fingers crossed I'll be able to go away in her this summer up to Scotland, which is my favourite country in the world. I also love the theatre. I really hope that the theatres will open soon, so maybe we can go to the theatre together. I've got all my Shakespeare postcards here, but my big love is musical theatre. I love a musical. And finally, reading. Now, reading is going to be a really big part of Year 4. We're going to have reading lessons every day, and one of the main areas is going to be our class novel. And I thought, Mrs. Ford doesn't need to make all the choices. Why don't I open up the decisions on our first class novel to you guys? So I've got 3 amazing choices here. I have Varjakpur, which is about a cat. I have this book, which I'm currently reading to the bubble, called Little Bad Man and the Invasion of the Killer Aunties. And there's my little bookmark there. This might be a really good option. And finally, a book I've not read, but I've heard amazing things about. It's called When the Mountains Roared by Jess Butterworth. So I thought I'd quickly read the blurb. And what I'm going to ask you to do is I would like you on Class Dojo, underneath this post, to write which book you would prefer for us to start. We're going to do all 3, but which one would you like us to start with in September? So Varjakpur is about this. Varjakpur is a Mesopotamian blue kitten. He lives high up in an old house on a hill. He's never left home. But then his grandfather tells him about the Way, a secret martial art for cats. Now Varjak must use the Way to survive in a city full of dangerous dogs, cat gangs, and the strangest of all, the mysterious vanishings. So that sounds like a very intriguing novel. Number 2 is Little Bad Man and the Invasion of the Killer Aunties. Let me read you this blurb. Humza Khan is the greatest 11-year-old rapper Eggington has ever known, and he will be famous. The problem is his teachers are disappearing and his suspicious aunties are taking their place. When they mess with his music, Humza and his friends have to find out why they are really there. Can they put a stop to the aunties' evil plan? Now I know this is full of laughs, a little bit of magic and a lot of fun, and I know that my current little Year 5 bubble are loving this book, so that is a top recommendation from them. And finally, this beautiful book, When the Mountains Roared by Jess Butterworth. When Ruby's dad uproots from her Australia home to set up a hotel in the mountains of India, Ruby is devastated. Not only are they living in the middle of the wilderness, surrounded by scorpions, bears and leopards, but Ruby is sure that India will never truly feel like home, not without her mum there. Ever since her mum died, Ruby has been afraid of cars, of the dark, of going to sleep and never waking up. But then the last remaining leopards of the mountain are threatened and everything changes. Ruby vows to do all she can to protect them, if she can only overcome her fears. So we have got 3 very different books, but the choice is yours. Now we will be reading all of them, but it's just up to you which one we start with in September. So number 1, Varjakpur. Number 2, Little Bad Man. And number 3, When the Mountains Roared. So please vote. We've got loads to look forward to in September. We're hoping that at some point in the year we'll be able to go swimming. and have swimming lessons together. We've also got our amazing arts residential at Ingestre Hall to look forward to. And our topics start with Rome and Britain, which is my favourite topic of all. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to also give you a final summer challenge. I would like you to find out 3 facts about Rome. Now we're going to be looking at Rome and Britain, and I thought it'd be a really lovely summer challenge for you to go out and find a few facts about the Roman Empire. You might want to find out where Rome is, or how people lived in Rome, or famous buildings from the Roman times, and bring them in September and tell me all about what you found out. Like I said, I can't wait to be your teacher in September. Have a wonderful, restful summer. If I'm going to give you any advice, read, 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 and have a lovely time. And I can't wait to hear all about your adventures in September. See you soon. Bye.